sending resumes by ninth grade at least, right? So we're trying to commit 2-3 years in advance. You know, we're already on, obviously, to 2017, and you can verbally commit, and that gets into another, what is a verbal commitment? So any of our schools, let's say if somebody offers you at Jacksonville, you come on an unofficial visit to campus, and they offer you a scholarship in your ninth grade, you could verbally commit. And all that means is you're saying, yes, I'm coming to JU, and that's a verbal commitment on both sides, right? So then you can sign your national letter of intent in November of your senior year, right? That's how it kind of works. So I don't know how it is on the men's side, if boys are committing as early as girls, but we're seeing commitments on the girls' side as early as 9th and 10th grade. By the time you're 11th and 12th grade, yeah, you're getting into a little bit too late, but most of you in here are right on track. So I don't know if the guys' side is different, or Kaylin, you want to add to that?
Yeah, before everybody panics in this room, there's lots of schools that do things late too. So some of the programs are doing things very, very early, and I know on the men's side they're doing things early. And the women's side they're starting to go a little bit earlier. But there's still lots of opportunities going on, even if you're later. There's still a lot of schools and good schools that have opportunities that come late. People do things at different times. Some decide to do it really early. Sometimes some of the top players decide to do things early, and then the kind of dominoes come down from that, and some opportunities come really late. So if you're sitting here in your 2014, right now it's a little late for 14, but opportunities are still available. 15, a lot of them are done. I personally still have a spot for 15. I'm not done yet. Emily, you may be done. She just gave me a look and was like, "What are you thinking?" You know,
We
I'm
aren't
not done with 15.
We aren't done either.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that about my program. But I know other schools that aren't done with 15. Okay, so I'm just saying that there are small programs, there are big programs, there are different things that are done at different times. So things are happening very early now in the recruiting process, but there's different programs at all different sorts of levels that do things early, and there's things that do them late. It doesn't mean you need to go out and feel the pressure to go over to commit at somewhere tomorrow if you're a freshman or you're a sophomore. The important thing is to get communication out to the coaches, send your resume, start looking around when you can, develop communication. And the hard part right now is that the NCAA rules, we cannot, we can't communicate with you as a sophomore and as a freshman. So basically, you're sending us your resume, and we're probably not going to write you back. And the only thing we can really write you back is to say NCAA rules say we can't contact you right now. That's it. And please contact our admissions department if you have further questions. That's basically what we can write back to you. And so basically, you're on the proactive end in the recruiting process if you're before your junior year in high school at this point. Okay, so you guys need to be proactive in that sense, and just marketing yourself, letting us know who you are, what year you graduate, your tournament resume, and basically what your tournament schedule is. Okay, but don't flip out that. You're behind the 8 ball here. There's a lot of programs that do things late. There's a lot of programs that do things early. So ideally you develop at the perfect recruiting time, but we know that you also don't always develop at the perfect time. So there's a lot of late bloomers that do really, really well and do well in college and get their dream school. So just be patient with the process. Communicate with the coaches, let us know who you are, and things usually work out the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, just to add on, there's 2 signing periods in golf, and the second signing period for 2014 isn't until April. And so you hear about all of these people committing early and this and that. There are several institutions now that will wait to kind of see how the dust settles, and then find, as Kaylin said, some late bloomers. And I just played in an event last week where a second signee or a second late signee in the second period 2 years ago or 3 years ago is now a top 10 player in the country. So golf is a funny sport. It is different than well, pretty much everything else. And also to add on, just so there's no confusion, whether you're a freshman, a 17, a 16, we can't initiate contact with you when you're freshmen, sophomores, but you can initiate contact with us, if that makes sense. So you can call me in my office, and I can talk to you even if you're a freshman in high school. But if you call me and I'm not in my office and leave me a message, I can't call you back.